everybody, how's it going? Welcome to Daily's 2A News. So apparently in Connecticut, and I didn't know this, you have to have a permit which requires an application and fingerprinting to purchase a handgun. Now to me, on its face, that seems completely unconstitutional because if you have to apply for a permit to practice a right, it's no longer a right, it's a privilege which is issued by the government. So on its face, that's already bad, but it got even worse. During this whole pandemic, the governor thought it would be a good idea to issue an executive order just temporarily stopping the issuance of those permits by not allowing the application process and the fingerprinting process to go through. So if you didn't already have a permit, you were out of luck. You couldn't purchase a handgun in the state of Connecticut. So the citizens, the Connecticut Citizens Defense League filed a lawsuit against the state, and thankfully a preliminary injunction was placed on that executive order by a district judge. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Now get this, the federal judge that issued the injunction against that executive order stated that it clearly infringed on people's Second Amendment rights, or the ability to practice their Second Amendment rights. The state actually had the nerve to come back and say that it doesn't infringe on people's Second Amendment rights in Connecticut because the order is only temporary. So it's only temporarily infringing on people's rights, and so the court should basically stay out of it. They had the nerve to actually say that, as if infringing on somebody's Second Amendment rights is okay as long as it's temporary. So the judge said, nope, you're not going to do it. And by June the 15th of this year, 2020, you have to modify that executive order to allow law enforcement to accept applications and conduct fingerprinting so that people can apply to purchase a handgun. Now, again, like I said in the beginning, that on its face already seems unconstitutional to me, and I'd like to see that be turned over so that people didn't have to get a permit to practice their Second Amendment rights. Nonetheless, the fact that people were just completely taken out of the loop by not even being able to apply, it's nice to see that that injunction was put in place for Executive Order 7E. So the Connecticut Citizens Defense League, they stood up to this one. They filed the lawsuit. There's an injunction on it as of right now. And I'm filming this on Sunday, June the 14th. So by Monday, tomorrow, the governor has to have those changes in place, which means that people in Connecticut can go back through the application process and have a handgun to defend themselves in these uncertain times. You're seeing this pandemic create a lot of stress. You're seeing civil unrest across the country right now. And there's a lot of people that are in fear for their personal safety. And they want something that's going to put them on an even playing field with the bad guys that are out there. And that executive order took that ability away from them. So even though it's still unconstitutional what Connecticut is doing, it's nice to see that a federal judge saw that it's unconstitutional and lifted that through this injunction. So the people of Connecticut should be back in business tomorrow. I don't know how long the application process takes. I don't know how long it takes to actually get your permit. Drives me nuts, but still, at least they have the ability to do so, while hopefully there's a fight in place to overturn the process in general. But I wanted to bring that to you guys, especially if you're over there near or in Connecticut. You should be able to make your applications on June the 15th of 2020. So we'll stay on top of this one, just like we always do, and hopefully things change in Connecticut for the better. But for now, at least, go get those applications and, defend yourself. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.